Adam Yeo is a graphic designer and type designer from Ivory Coast. He holds a doctorate in art and design from Nanjing University of the Arts, China. Adam focuses on endangered African writing systems as well as cultural projects that promote African identities through art and design. As a graphic designer, type designer, and researcher, he brings a specifically unique perspective to the field with his research on the Bété script and its application in today's modern graphic design. Throughout his career, he worked on a variety of projects, including designing logos and branding materials for small businesses and designing type for large corporations. In addition to his professional work, Adam also has taught at the university level. He shared his research and experience, during international academic exchange forums and conferences in China with students and designers. I first saw Adam's work on A Type High, another beautiful community to check out. I'm really excited to welcome you as part of this series. I'm super happy that you're connected at 5 a.m. from China to, share all your knowledge with us.
Thank you. Thank you for this invitation to this talk series. It's a really nice opportunity for me also to showcase my work, and I really appreciate that. So I want to say hi to everybody. So as she said, I'm Adam Yeo. I don't want to say again what she said. So I'm from Cote d'Ivoire, and then today I will talk a little bit about the Bété, but I will go through the topic of this talk series. Imagine a liberated design practice and education outside system operation. What do we need to learn, explore, do, transform, and reprogram to rethink design? So as I said, I will try to answer to this question through my research on Bété. So first of all, we have to know that Bété script is among the missing script project. The missing script project is a joint effort between 3 institutes: Atelier National de Recherche Typographique in France, Institut Design Gutenberg in Mayence in Germany, and the Script Encoding Initiative in Berkeley. So the first point, we have to know that this initiative in the first point was to identify writing system in the world and identify the writing system who are not yet encoded in the standard in Unicode, so that some research can be done about the different writing system. So Bété script is among the writing system, or I mean about the missing script, pardon, the missing script. So it's very important to notice that because Bété script is not yet encoded. So it means that we cannot use the script to tap to send a message with computer, and this is a very, very a serious problem. I will say more about this problem. So for those who want to know more about the world writing system, you can go to the website. There is information on the different writing systems in the world, in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, and you can find more information about the world writing system. So as I said, Bété script is about this world writing system, Bété script. So I will tell more about the Bété script. So the first thing I want to say to this talk is that we have to unlearn colonial framework. This is the first my first answer to this question. So for me, it's very important because when you see today, as I said, according to Bété script, there's a number of writing systems in the world who are not being encoded. For instance, in Africa, there are 37 writing systems and almost 30 writing system, 30 script is still not yet encoded. And this is a serious problem. It means that we cannot use that writing system or the script to do design or to do something else. Is why today, when we start to learn design, we start to learn Latin writing system, because when we learn design, we start to learn for the same time Latin system, Latin writing system. So this to say that today the world in the design world is dominated by Western one, because today when we see the world of typography file, we have many typography from Western, from Europe, from USA, and the lack of languages, different languages in the world were not bit encoded. This is a real problem, because imagine if today we have more and more writing system that we can use. It can be a good thing to enrich the field of graphics in the file of graphic design or design in the world. This can be a very the good things to unlearn Colonial Framework. So to continue, I want to say that so design practice, including typography, type design, as I say, are dominated by Western one. We are influenced by Western design just because of Latin writing system we use in design. And for me, it's very, this is a problem. So I want to encourage some research like the research on Bété to be done for those writing systems we are not yet encoded. That can be a good solution for this problem. So I want to continue to talk a little bit about the Bété script. So this in the picture, this is Frédéric Bulu-Barbry. Frédéric Bulu-Barbry is the inventor of the Bété script. Is from Ivory Coast also. So he's born in 1923, and died in 2014. So Bulu-Barbry was a draftsman, a poet, a writer, an artist, an anthropologist, and a sociologist also. In 1952, he created the Bété script, which is a syllabary of 448 signs to transcribe or to transmit in writing the memory of his people, the Bété. So this is why he created the script. It was to transcribe the memory of his people, the Bété. And here we have some images of some drawing that did the inventor of Bété. So he started to draw some element of culture from Bété culture, and then he simplified that element to create his writing system. So each element is like it represents something from Bété languages. So, for instance, when I say in Bété is a kind of image that represents an element that hits something. That is like how to say, everything is represented by song, by a voice from Bété language to create one character, one letter in Bété. So here we have some example also. And the following things I want to say is embracing cultural diversity. So I think that the fact to have more writing system in use in graphic system, this is very interesting because we can have diversity in the field of graphic design. So some research like the research on Bété can provide diversity in the fields. As I said in my biography, you just read that I want to bring a new perspective to the field of design with my research on Bété by bringing a different typography and script beyond the dominant Western one. So to have something new, to propose something new that people didn't see before. I think this can enrich, this can be a good thing for the field of design. This is very important. And this also can preserve culture, preserve identity. From, I can say some example from, for instance, the objective for my research is to promote preserve script by providing digital solution for the script. And this kind of research can be a good thing to embracing cultural diversity. Another element I want to say is empowering local communities. Design is a very important tool to empowering a local community and support the culture. For instance, when I'm using Bété script in my design, when people see Bété script, and then they can be proud, they can be very interested by this. By knowing that this is from the community, they can be very proud of this community. And that is a good element also. So the fact we have a diversity in the field of graphic design, this is very important, as I said. In my case, as I say that when I'm using Bété script in my work, when people see the work, they ask me, oh, I want to use this also, because this is like, I want to also be part of this, this project. As I mean, I want to be also promote my culture, promote my identity to the character you use. So this is a very important to say. And I continue to talk about the project also. So you know that when we are designing the typography for when you are designing the character, there is many steps. So in my project, the first one was to learn how to write the Bété script, how to learn how it works. So I did many practice work, many handwriting practice work. So you can see on the screen what I did. So I use different tools also to have different elements. This is very important in the typography file when you design the character. So here you have some images, and also I start to design. At the moment that I had a good understanding of the character, I can start to design my characters. So here you have some image of my process. And then at the end of the first step, I was able to design the 448 character for the Bété. This is the first version of my research. So because the research is, I'm still doing this research, and The next step of the research will be published next year at the end of March. But I want to let you know a little bit about the character design. And then we have some, how to say, I just continue to show the character design. And I want to also respond to that question with this point also. Transforming design pedagogic. This is another element to answer to that question. I think is very important. Transforming design pedagogy. Now, I think today we have to transform the design pedagogic. We have to let people know that it's not just what come from other culture which is good or not. So we have to bring new things, a new concept in design pedagogic. And this is very important. In my research, for instance, I try to let people know how to insert, how to use graphic design, graphic symbol, or like or indigenous script like Bété script in graphic design. So for me, this is a good example also to transform design pedagogy. Let people know that it's not just by using a Western way to design things, but we can be able to use also symbols, traditional concept in our work. This can be a good way to transform pedagogic. I think is, and then I will show more about these things. And then in my work, I show the potential application of Bété script. That is what I say that transforming design pedagogy. So it was very important to let people know that we can use also Bété script in design logo, for instance, logo design. So here I try to show that we can use Bété in logo. And this logo, for instance, is about love. And that is some example I use to show that is not just, is not only Latin writing system that we can use to do logo. We can also use traditional symbol, traditional writing system to do logo, for instance. So the another logo here is mean peace, paix in Bété. So just an example to see. Another logo I designed, this logo I designed for some client. For one client, he want to do a logo for his brand. So I use Bété writing system to do this logo for him. And another way also, I use a Bété script in poster design. For me, it's very important to bring this diversity in the file of design, show another way to do poster design by using Bété script. So another poster. And here another poster, I use the word love in Bété, which is mean l'amour, to do the poster also. And we have different poster I did using Bété script. For me, it's very important, this step, this practice, because by talking about Bété script, I have to be able to show, to let people know that we can use Bété script in different kind of design also. So I make different examples to let people know this contribute to transform design pedagogy, according to me. Another posters by using Bété script. Another poster to talk about fraternity. And this poster is not Bété script, but I use ANRT symbol. In Africa, we have a lot of graphic symbol, a lot of writing system. As I said, that writing system are not yet encoded, but they have power in the African tradition because they are being used to communicate, to show something to people, or to hide something to people. So I think this is a part of our culture, and it's very important to be able to use that graphic symbol also in design. And another poster. And also, I use a Bété script in branding to create some brand, and also some words, some character that I use. I compose to be able to create something different. And we have some results here. Here, for instance, I use the word Bété in Bété. So this is the composition or different part of the word Bété to create this brand, for instance. And we have the results here. And also what I try to show that even in editorial, we can use also Bété script. So I try to say that it's not just, is it only the well-known writing system that we can use in editorial. We can use another one also like a Bété in editorial. And then they need to rethink design ethics. And this is very important also. I think by doing this research, for me, it was very important to think about the need to rethink design ethics. It means that when we are designing something, we have to consider our own concept, our own graphic elements, not just to use what that people think that is good, but in our different culture, we have cultural concept, cultural element that we can integrate it to our work. This is very important, and this can be a good thing also. We have to answer to this question: what do we need to unlearn, explore, do, transform, and reprogram, rethink, or design? So we need to rethink design ethics. And the other things I want to say in that point that is we can use design also to show something, to protest again oppression, to promote some good values. And for instance, in this poster design, the first one at the left side, it means save humanity. This is a kind of protestation. By doing this poster, is a call to protect human being. Everyone in the world must live, and we have to protect them. This is a kind of way to protest for me by using poster design. But here, for instance, you see, I didn't use only alphabet or writing system. I use Bété script to give, to protest or to say something. In another poster, the second one, this is a call to love also. The poster say that the love that sustains fraternity is a symbol of the fraternity in the charity paradise. So for me, we have to use our own indigenous traditional script also to show something new. This is very important. And also by using the Bété script also, we can say something like, let's celebrate Africa, let's celebrate humanity, let's celebrate life. That's what I said in Bété script, by using Bété script. That is some example to show that how the Bété script can be used also to create this diversity in the file of graphic system or graphic design, for instance, or for design. So, and I think I finished my presentation, and I'm really happy, and then I'm open to any kind of question. And at the end, I think to learn more about my conception of the African graphic symbol, because I wrote some paper. We can have some information on the chat, and that is two papers I wrote. The first one is a creative research process for a modern African graphic design identity. This paper talk about how to create a kind of identity based on our culture, based on creativity, based on our own culture. And this can be, for those who are interested, we can go and read more. Another paper is about the application of Bété script in modern graphic design also. So that was my first research on Bété script, and still I'm still doing the research, because in the research we are different steps. So I'm still doing the research on the Bété script, and as I said, at the end of March 2024, I will publish the next research on Bété. So thank you for your attention. I'm ready for your question. If you have, don't hesitate. Thank you so much.